Stop looking at the price tag. The price tag is lying to you. We are taught that inflation is just prices going up, that it's natural, like the weather or the tides. But what if I told you that prices aren't going up at all? The house you want to buy didn't get better. The food you eat didn't get harder to grow. The value of the stuff stayed the same. It is the ruler you are measuring it with that is shrinking. Someone is tampering with the ruler, and they are doing it on purpose. It is a mechanism designed to steal your time, transfer your wealth, and keep you running in place. To understand the crime, we have to find the criminal, and he's been hiding in the shadows of Paris since 1730. Meet Richard Cantillon, a banker, a speculator, and a man who saw the world differently. While his contemporaries believed money was neutral, like water spreading evenly across a field, Cantillon knew the truth. He realized that money is like honey. It's viscous, it's sticky, and where you pour it matters. When the king printed money, it clumped together in the hands of the first receivers, the royal court, the government contractors, and the bankers. These people felt rich immediately. They spent this new money buying up land and castles while prices were still low. But by the time that sticky honey dripped down to the peasants in the village, the prices of bread had already doubled. The king got a castle for free. The peasant paid for it with his hunger. Cantillon called this the Cantillon Effect. And it is the engine that runs our world today. Fast forward to today. When the Federal Reserve creates $1 trillion, they don't mail a check to Main Street. They inject it into the first receivers, the giant commercial banks, hedge funds, and Wall Street. These institutions get access to billions of dollars of fresh cash at near zero interest rates. And what do they do with it? They buy assets. They buy the S&P 500. They buy entire neighborhoods. This creates the illusion of a booming economy. But for the worker, the money only arrives later, as a tiny trickle, long after the damage is done. The massive wave of buying power from the top drives the price of assets to the moon. The stock market hits all-time highs. Real estate portfolios explode in value. The rich look at their accounts and feel like geniuses. But they aren't geniuses. They are just standing closer to the honey jar. Here is where the gaslighting happens. The government points to the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, and tells you, don't worry, inflation is only 3%. But this is a magic trick. The CPI measures things technology makes cheaper. Flat-screen TVs, T-shirts, digital subscriptions. It conveniently ignores the things money printing makes expensive, scarce assets. We are living in a split reality. We have technological deflation, fighting against monetary inflation. This is why you can afford a better smartphone than a billionaire had 10 years ago, but you cannot afford the house his grandfather bought on a factory worker's salary. The cheap plastic goods keep you distracted, while the assets, the things that actually build generational wealth, are inflated out of your reach forever. Finally, the honey drips down to you. But it takes months for that new money to reach your paycheck. This is the wage lag. You are the last receiver. By the time your salary goes up by 5%, the cost of housing has gone up by 20%. You are running on a treadmill that is being sped up by a remote control you can't see. This isn't an accident. This is a feature of the system. Inflation acts as a hidden tax. It transfers purchasing power from the people who hold cash, savers, pensioners, workers, to the people who hold debt and assets. If you keep your money in a savings account, you are literally paying for the banker's bonus checks. So, is the game rigged? Yes, absolutely. But now that you can see the strings, you can stop acting like a puppet. You cannot stop the printing press, but you can choose where you stand. You must stop trying to save in a currency that is melting. You must become a first receiver. This means owning scarce assets. It means understanding that cash is trash, and debt, when used to buy assets, is a tool. The Cantillon Effect destroys those who ignore it, but it enriches those who align with it. The castle gates are open. If you know how to walk through them, subscribe to the channel. Next week, we're going to show you exactly how to build your own raft before the flood arrives.